Beautiful people, mommies and daddies, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it's another super amazing episode of Fame Idols Hangout with Osita, the rugged gentleman. And yes, of course, family member Joy is also in the building. I hope your week actually went well. Finally, it's weekend. TJF is the code for today. Thank God it's Friday. And of course, I believe the first official week of school's resumption. Since school resumed, this is the first official week of school's resumption. So mommies and daddies watching this particular podcast right now, if your child never resumed school, in the lie give you school don't resume, make him go school next week on Monday. And I'm super excited to be here as always. It's Fame Idols Hangout, that particular program that brings you the best of information, the best of entertainment as it relates to the entertainment industry, the creative industry at large. I'm Osita, the rugged gentleman, and with me in the studio
is Joy, your baby girl. How are you all doing? I hope today went well for you and you had fun because I had fun. You know, the last time I told you I ate my one food I've been craving for since today. At the end of the show, I'll tell you what I ate today. There's one particular food. This one is an Italian meal. Italian meal. So if you want to learn how to cook it, I can also teach you. No problem. It's fine, you know. So let's leave it for the end of the show. Stay tuned so you will know that Italian meal.
You do like
Why I
food,
no go
Joy.
like
Joy, you
food?
see, you have to be
Why I no go
what is
like
all this?
food? If I don't like food, wetin I go like? Why I no go like food? If you want chop, tell me.
Something.
Oh, just tell me if you want chop. No, they complain too much. If you want chop, now you tell me. Now Italian dish, this one they different. Italian,
All right, and that's Joy, the ever
yeah.
beautiful Joy in the studio. We're not alone as usual. We have another comedy maestro in the building today, in the person of MOG. MOG is in the building. MOG, what's good? MOG, are you there?
Emoji, how are you doing?
All right, that's MOG. MOG is going to be joining us today, and in no distance time, we'll get into the conversation with MOG. MOG is a stand-up comedian. He is a hype man. I believe he's an actor also. Probably a lot of things he actually does for himself. He's into the entertainment industry full time. So, as I said, in no distant time, we would get into the conversation with MOG. MOG, are you good?
I'm good, sir.
All right. I hope the week actually went well.
Yeah, thanks. Very, very well, sir.
Being a club hype man, I believe immediately after this interview, you'll be rushing to club, may they not sack you for work.
No.
Oh my goodness.
So, I believe we will get right into the conversation. I believe we'll get right. Okay. MOG, I would like you to. Your voice is kind of far. Like your voice is far.
Sir?
I say your voice is far. Your voice is far. Can you come closer to your mouth?
All right, sir.
Want to increase
Uh,
your volume, increase your voice. Increase your voice. Thank you.
so we'll get right into the conversation
I'm
immediately. And
increasing.
the very first question I always have to ask is because I know a lot of, especially people in the entertainment industry, they always like things that are not actually good their name. So, MOG, what are your official name? The name where your mama papa.
My name is Destiny Wajali, sir.
All right.
My name is Destiny Wajali, sir.
From the name, I suppose.
Yeah.
From the name, I suppose that's Edo State, right?
Yes, sir. I'm from Edo State, sir.
Yes, you're very much welcome. Destiny. So it's truly amazing to have you in the studio with us today. And for people actually watching this particular one, that actually know MOG from a distance, I believe you should know that he has been doing comedy from a very for a very long time. Actually, we started in JSS1. That is a long time coming. Myself, man, together with emoji, and the very country, I was sent to school and we went to go and do another school. Instead of focusing on agriculture and government and education, we were there cracking joke all the way since JSS1 to this very moment. Emoji, you're welcome once again to FameIdols Hangout.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. I would really like to know now, doing comedy as far back as GSS1, what actually interested you in the comedy industry? Like, is it something you've always wanted to do from them? Because personally, there are some of us that started from them. Or is it something that when you got to GSS1, after trying numerous things, you say, okay, make I still put hand for comedy, and comedy is what I do for you. Is it something you've actually done from you wanted to do from the get-go, or it's something you picked up in
Um, Actually, it's something that I was born with. Like I just like making people laugh. Yeah, it's part of me. I love making people laugh
Mhm.
very well. So when I was in JSS1, that inspiration, like when I met people that was into it, like my classmates, so I decided to join them. Then we are using this button phone to record button phone then. Every day like this, I
Okay.
used to look for money to buy a memory card so that I can be using it to record. Then we are doing pause and play. But as time goes on, I gathered some money, worked hard, very hard to buy this. There was this Android phone that was raining then. It was a Techno Y2. That was what I started using to record my But then we are not able to post it. We are using to go then. So that was how the thing was. Then mainly when we are doing end of year party in the school or old school days in the school, so I will be called on stage to perform like live on stage. So that was how the thing became a part of me fully. That was how it
Okay,
became a part
okay.
of
And
me.
I really want to know what was your parents' first reaction when you said it is comedy you want to do in your life?
Um,
Emoji, did
my
you get that?
parents, yeah, I got it. My parents never upbraided me not to do it. They always supported me there with the little like they will be like, my little boy is now becoming a comedian, blah blah blah. Cause then they were watching this Mark Angel then, so they were like, okay, maybe one day you will also make us proud by becoming a big time comedian. So they never told me to stop. They always supported me.
Well,
That
I
is
tell you,
nice.
you have a very amazing parents. You have very amazing parents. But not
Yeah.
all parents I know will actually support a career in comedy. I mean, like
That is true.
growing
That
up
is
then,
true.
there were only three careers that were accepted. If you're not going to be a doctor, you're not going to be a lawyer, you're not going to be an engineer, then you're not going to
You're
do
not doing any.
you don't want to be.
No, no. And then my dad was like, my dad is not too focused on school. He's not too focused on school. All you just need like you learn something, learn a skill that in the future will help you benefit what you want. So he wasn't mainly focused on school, and doing the comedy stuff wasn't really bothering him. All he just wanted was that I do what I like, but I will also do what he wants me to do. That was his own opinion about it then.
That is
Okay.
not easy on you. I understand. It must not have been easy on you then.
Yeah.
It was not easy on you, I
Uh
guess. So
not easy. I left my father's house at the age of 12 then, yeah, if I can remember.
wow.
So I started
Wow.
struggling since
Wow.
then. Yeah.
Hmm.
After I wrote my primary six common
My
entrance
brother,
exam,
my
I
brother,
managed.
we quit the motto.
I actually grew up with my great grandma. Yeah, I grew up with my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Speaking of leaving your parents' house here, I can imagine because the conversation we had earlier before this particular interview, you said you came from a very humble background. That is, things were a little rough while growing up, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yes, since they were a little bit rough.
Okay.
Very, very rough, very rough.
Now, Okay, so I
Hello.
really wanted to know. I really wanted to know now. That particular point, how were you able to stay motivated? Because believe it or not, when looking for money, it gets to a point when you just want to earn a living. Like, how were you able to stay motivated in the comedy line? I know starting comedy doesn't pay that well to earn a living. So how were you able to stay motivated in all?
Then I was mingling with some friends though, who also had the energy of becoming a comedian. Then I'll be like, this thing is no longer giving me that vibe because there was no money to push it. So I was like, let me just leave it. Let me forget about it. Let me forget about it. But then my grandmother will always tell me that something that you want in life, something you want to achieve in life, you need to work towards it. Even if you don't do it now, but you need to work towards it so that you can achieve that thing in the nearest future. So all those motivation that my grandma was giving me, it was really giving me that vibe to just continue no matter how hard it is. I continued pushing it forward till I met some crew of people at that particular time I was like, I want to join you guys though. Like I love acting. They were like, okay. So what this how it go? I paid a lot of money to join them then. I paid a lot of money to be registered under them. This it was a Rich Media TV Entertainment. Yeah. Rich Media TV
Okay,
Entertainment. That was the
okay,
first
okay.
crew
And
that that was the first crew I joined. I do you hear me, sir?
okay, yes, yes, we heard you clearly. We heard you clearly. Yes,
Okay.
we heard you clearly. So, to the very next question here, sincerely, I'm actually curious now. Apart from like in the entertainment industry, you are an MC, you are a hype man, you're a content creator. Outside the entertainment industry, you are a graphics designer and also a hairstylist. How are you able strike a balance between all these things that you do? And inside all of them, which one you like pass? Which one you like your second wife? I be your first wife. Make I call her first wife. Which one is your first wife?
Actually, then my first wife was actually being a musical artist. Then, yeah, being a musical artist. But after secondary school, my dad used to force me like I should learn handwork, learn handwork. So that was when I learned this barbing. Yeah, I learned barbing. Yeah, yeah, please. Sorry, sir. Please, I need to
Learning
change
a
my location. Mama, sorry, I'm coming. I
learning a
need to
skill is
change
very good.
location. You want to use that for us?
I think
Learning a skill is very
I think
good.
we have to
No, you
come back to the
Very good to learn
conversation.
a skill. But
got there.
Yeah, I guess we have to come back to the conversation with MOG, guest for today. Yes, I guess we have to come back to the conversation with MOG. And Joy, speaking of which, I've noticed over time that a lot of artists or a lot of people in the entertainment industry do not actually, they do not want to do any other thing. They just want to settle on entertainment. I'm a comedian, I'm a hype man, I'm a music artist, and that's all I want to do. Like I even have one on my street. In they do DJ, in not really they get work like that. Like shows are not coming as they should, and he's not
yeah,
venturing into any other thing. He's not trying to do any other thing. He just wants to stick to that. So I don't know what is actually the motivation most times.
I think for me, I would say as an upcoming artist, don't just focus only on maybe being a DJ, a music artist, a songwriter. Don't just focus on that. Have something on the side you're doing. Maybe learn a skill, something that will help you in what you are doing. Don't just focus on that. Being an upcoming artist, but by the time you start, gathering your fan base and you have loyal fans, then you can now focus on it. Because if you focus only on it, how are you going to take care of expenses, things that needs to be done? So I don't think they should just focus on it like that. And again, their motivation could be passion. When you have passion for something, you will surely want to put in your best to achieve what you want. So if you have passion for something, you put in your best. But if you don't have passion for it, with time you just let it go, forget about it, and that's it. So I think one should always have
Oh,
passion.
yeah, how much do you put now? Emoji, are you good now?
I'm fully ready now.
All right. So we're
Yeah, I'm
asking
back.
here how you we're asking in all you do, how do you actually strike a balance with everything you're into? That is being a content creator, being a graphics designer, being a that's a hairstylist, and being a hype man. How are you able to strike a balance between everything?
Um, Actually, I would say I started with music first. Then after some
Okay.
time, I entered into the comedy industry. Like started creating content. If I don't talk loud, you don't go enter. Started creating content. Then after that, I was like, okay, I've developed a skill of designing because I love designing very, very well because I went to a computer school.
Okay.
So I said, okay, let me be doing this one to be gaining small, small change. Since the comedy is not yet paying me, let me use the graphic designing and this my hairstylist thing that I learned to be making small, small money. And then before this hyping of a thing came out, this hyping of a thing came out. So I was like, okay, let me try this one. Let me try this one. And then before you know, I became good at it. Even if I'm not perfect, but at least I know I'm good at what I'm doing. So before you know, I started going to clubs, you know, happy for them. Sometimes go for events. Maybe some I have friends that are MCs, like people that are senior to me. So I'll just tell them like, well, if you have a show you are going, please carry me along. I used to do acting, all those stuff. They were like, okay, no problem. So during those times, when I used to follow them to those events, I was watching them the way they do the MC work. I was watching them, so I was learning from them how to do the MC, how to go about emptying an occasion. So from there, I started going one or two events, although I have not gone to any big events before, but I know with time I'll get there. So that's how I just balance everything. Like anything I put hand, I used to learn fast, very fast. That is me for you, sir.
Okay.
That is me
That's
for you,
super
sir.
amazing.
That's
Being
beautiful.
a jack of
Wonderful.
all trades and master of
It's so
all,
amazing.
it's actually super.
You should appreciate your father because your father encouraged you to learn some other things apart from your comedy, which is nice.
Yes.
Since your father encouraged, yes, because at the end of the day, learning some other things with your comedy, it will help you in the long run. That's nice. You're doing well.
So even at that, like right now, I'm also learning this framework. Yeah, framework. I came to Lagos February 28th. That was last year, 2024. That was when I came to Lagos. Because there is an uncle of mine. He's a brother to my dad. So he was like, he watched my video online and he was like, Destiny, I love what you are doing. I'm seeing what you are doing. I'm listening to your songs on Audio Mark. I'm watching your videos. You know, you are good at it. So I want you to come to Lagos. Thing is happening so that you will come and see for yourself. Maybe by God's grace, you might meet one or two persons here that will help you. So that was how I came to Lagos. You know, when I came, I started. I looked for a place that I can be working with my handwork, this barbing of a thing. So I was working there. Then my uncle gathered some money, gave it to me to go and get an iPhone. Then we started shooting together. Most of my videos that I have shot in Lagos is both me and my uncle. If I'm to send you some of my videos, it's both me and my uncle that are doing them together. Cause he also has the passion for it. Even before I was born, he had no sponsor. That was why he just left everything both in the comedy aspect and the music aspect. So all those
Okay.
ginger from my dad, from my uncle, everything gave me that agility to continue doing what I'm doing now, sir.
So I hope you'll be able to tell us one comedy at the end. Not now, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you want to tell
Okay,
us something that's going to make us laugh. Not now. I'm just saying.
okay, no problem, ma. I
Okay.
will.
Okay.
Yes, ma.
All right, and yes, to the very next question, because personally I'm curious here, and I've talked with a couple of artists and this question I always like to ask them. I always want to know your thought process, like what actually inspires your jokes, your kind of comedy, both content, skit wise and stand up comedy. What actually inspires your kind of comedy, and who is your role model per se in the industry?
Hmm. My my role model in the industry was actually Sydney Soccer. Actually, yes, Sydney Soccer. But then, before Destiny just came out from nowhere and started doing. So I was like, okay, let me start doing like Destiny. But
Wow.
sometimes my uncle would be like, we should not copy what other people are doing. We should create our own content. We should create our
Very
own
true.
content. Don't copy what others are doing. Do your own. So let me say my role model, particularly now in the industry, is Destiny.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
And how do you draw up your inspiration? How do you draw up your inspiration? What inspires both when you're on stage and your skit making, like the process, the thought process when you want to release a content, whether on stage or via skits?
Hmm. I would say I watched I watched a video that Mankenje did when he was talking about um he was giving advice to content creators, to comedians, upcoming comedians that they shouldn't give up. When he started that time, he was like, "There's nothing in this one." But then little by little, money started coming out from the comedy stuff. YouTube started paying him, and today he has over 5 YouTube channels that are paying him over $300,000. So those things where I was like, okay, maybe one day, I will also get paid through this comedy. Like I will also make my own money through this comedy or entertainment as a whole. So that is my inspiration. I want to use it to become a better person in the future to raise my family from the bones of poverty. That is my inspiration, sir.
Definitely, we are praying that God would actually answer those prayers of yours here. And
Amen.
something I want to say before I end this particular segment. Now, I also want to know how, okay, because you said you watch Angel, if I'm not mistaken, and believe me, there are a lot of content creators out there. There are a lot of stand-up comedians out there. Hype men, now them full everywhere. So, what stands you out from the crowd? What is that unique factor that okay, it is unique to MOGA alone? Personally, also target gentleman, if I hold the mic as an MC or a man, it is known. Any occasion, even 200 comedians don't climb that particular stage. The moment Osita climb the stage, they know this is Osita. So, what is unique to MOG alone? What stands you out in the crowd of content creators and comedians existing today?
Mm, let me say, um, I don't have much to say though, but I would say, how will I put it now? I don't know how to put it, but I would say, uh, I'm cut off. I don't know what to say. Really, I don't know what to say now. I'm cut off.
Okay, I'll give you time. I'll give you time to think about that particular question. Since we are still together in the program, I'll give you time to actually think about that particular
So
one. And
when he tells us his own joke, then when he tells us one comedy, then we'll know I think we'll be able to find out something that makes it different from others. I think so.
Okay, let me
Making
say.
just
Okay,
try
let
to
me answer.
personal
Let
because
me let me answer. Let me answer your question now. Something that makes me different, like make me stand out from others of my peers, is that
yes.
when I'm acting, when I'm shooting my content, when I'm creating my content, and most times I don't used to write content. Like it just comes to my head when we're in the location. Things just come to my head. Then I'll just tell you this is what we do, this is what we do, this is how we position the camera. Like I'm focused, I'm determined. When I'm doing something, I will know that that is what I'm doing, and there's nothing that can distract me. I'm a focused mind. When I'm hyping or I'm doing MC all those stuff, like there's a ginger in me that I will give to people that they will like. They will be like, yeah, this boy is good, this guy is good, this guy is good. So, I'm determined, I'm focused. Yes, I'm focused. That is what makes me stand out from the rest. I'm focused.
All right.
Okay, so
And
my host, Osita, is it okay if he tells us a joke now? Is it okay for him to tell us a comedy now?
sure, you can crack
Okay,
joke.
so
Sure, I
before
just
you
have
start,
just one
Destiny,
more
I want to say
question.
something to you. Okay, I want to say something to you, Mr. Destiny. I admire your determination, your focus, your grit, and your grandmother. You said your grandmother, right? You grew up with your grandmother. Hmm? Your
Yes,
grandmother?
yes,
Okay, so
yes.
all those advice she's been giving you, motivation and everything, I think it has helped you to shape who you are now and who you are hoping to be, isn't it? So I admire you and I say you should not give up. You should keep it up. So for with that, I want to hear your comedy now. We want to hear something that will make us laugh out loud. Huh? So
Okay.
are you ready?
Uh,
Oh,
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
okay, okay,
All
okay.
right,
So
say
let me get
something
ready.
on it. Say something on it.
Let me say. Okay, let me start. Um, Eliza. No, let me not use that one. Let me say, Cliffy, give me vibes, give me links, give me hit ups. Okay, let me say, there was a girl, Linda. There was a girl, Linda, and Linda was so short that even when Linda climbed the table, I didn't see Linda. You don't
This
understand
one
the
where they
lyrics.
use girl. Hope I'm safe, bro. This one where they use girl. Hope I'm safe. Why you no use boy now? If you use boy like Mr. Osita, if you say there was a boy or there was a man, oh see,
No,
uh-huh.
it's Linda, Linda actually.
Okay, okay. Hope I'm safe. Oh, this one say it was a girl. Huh.
You you are safe, but you do not understand the lyrics I just dropped now, right?
Okay, I did not understand. Okay, okay.
Okay,
I
let
don't
me take
understand.
it
I did not.
again. Let me take it again.
Okay.
Linda is a short girl, or Linda was so short that even when Linda climbed the table, I didn't see Linda. See Linda, see Linda. Try and compose the two words together. See Linda, see Linda.
Oh, no, no, they do this kind of thing now. No, they do this kind of thing. No, what for
You
you? Ah,
you get it now.
Hey,
no.
voila.
Now all this kind of joke.
Hey,
Now when all this
getting
kind
it
of joke.
now. Yeah,
Now
getting it now.
when joy dey bath tomorrow morning, now she will come understand the joke.
I
Come start to laugh.
Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you for
I
understanding
get it
that
now.
part. Okay.
Ah, my
Give me
goodness.
another one. Give me
All right,
another one.
all
Okay.
right, all right. Yes, and before we call it a wrap on this particular segment, emoji, I believe there
Sir.
are a couple of artists out there that are struggling. There are a couple of artists out there that are struggling. Now, you are still a very young man, and you still have a very bright future ahead of you. But you have a wild, should I say, you have experience. You don't see this particular journey of yours in comedy industry. So, one or two words to struggling comedians, struggling hype men, people that are actually facing similar challenges that you've actually been through. So one or two words to them on how they can navigate those challenges and become a better person in their craft.
All I need to tell them is that no matter how hard it is, because everybody are struggling. based on the situation of the country. Everywhere is hard. I know, yeah. So all I would just tell them, the upcoming content creators, comedians like me out there, have men out there like me who are still upcoming. All I have to tell them is that they should keep on doing what they are doing. They should be determined. They should focus on what they are doing. That a day they are not going to regret it. Of that, I believe they should be focused and determined. Yeah, that is all I
All
have to
right,
say.
all right.
And they
Yeah,
should
thank
work
you
towards
very
it.
much.
They shouldn't allow what that are paid deprive them of what they are doing. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, Emoji.
Any
Thank you so
that
much.
I would do. So is there anything?
Are you
Yes,
there?
no problem.
All right. So thank you so much, Emoji. Destiny, it has
I'm
been
here, sir.
wonderful having this particular conversation with you.
Yes,
All right.
thank
Thank you
you.
for
I'm here.
having this
Can't you hear
particular
me?
conversation with you. And, yes, we can hear you. We can hear you, Emoji.
Problem.
That actually brings us to the end of the first segment of FameIdols Hangout for this particular video. And we are going to be proceeding to the very next segment, which we call the gist segment. And that segment, I'll tell you all the documentaries I and actually focus on that today. And with the conclusion of the gist segment, we would enter the last segment of the show. That is where MOD stands a chance to win 100,000 naira. That is our pop quiz segment. So I believe MOG is going to be with us till the very end of this particular program. And during the pop quiz segment, he stands a chance to win 100,000 naira. Yes, MOG, is that clear? So, beautiful people, thank you very much for staying tuned. And to every content creator out there, to every struggling comedian out there, I'm using emoji as a point of contact. You just have to definitely know exactly where you are going to, and more importantly, you have to know it's not going to be easy. There are times, like for content creators out there, there are times where you would have very low like. I started Facebook to the point where I post a video and I would have two like. The two like I said that me like am and my other brother dey follow me like am. After a while, even my other brother come to like my post on Facebook. I don't know wetin I do am. So as a content creator, you might start with very low likes, you might start with very low views, but it doesn't mean you should not stay focused, stay on track. It doesn't mean you should not remain consistent, because in content game, even in the entertainment industry at large, I strongly feel consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. You'd have to continue
Yes.
showing up. Eventually, as Adetiba says, Baba God will pick up the call. Yes, you could definitely pick up the call. And with that, I'm going to be swiftly shifting from that particular segment, which is the conversation with MOG. Yes, which is the conversation with Mr. Destiny, MOG comedian. And to the very next segment, which is the gist segment. So I'm going to be starting with my very first story for today. Afro Wahala musician, if I'm allowed to call him that way, Portable himself, is actually in the news
Na
for the very
wahala
first
o.
time in 2025. And Portable is expressing gratitude to Skepta for receiving royalty for their hit song, Tony Montana. Should I
Yes.
say last year, 2024, it was actually all over the internet. The song was actually all over the internet. The song was actually all over social media. I'm talking about Tony Montana. Yes, I'm talking about Tony Montana. And this particular song was everywhere. I could remember vibing to this particular song. It came out early 2024, and this one I could say is the biggest hit. Yes, it's the biggest of Portable. That is, of course, after his first song with Olamide Zazu. I think this song is even actually bigger than Zazu. Yes, I think this song is actually bigger than Zazu because not only putting him on the global stage doing something with Skepta, but also, it was everywhere. The song was everywhere, and it actually had a lot of streaming. Yes, it actually had a lot of streaming. It's not easy as seeing a collaboration between Portable and Skepta because personally, I even feel they are doing two different types of music. Skepta being a rapper and Portable Afrobeat musician. So they do two different type of music. So that particular collaboration very well. They actually did it, and it actually went very well. I'm trying to read the exact message Portable actually posted because I think it was on the Instagram story. Yes, I actually saw the post. It was posted on his Instagram story where his exact words. I want to read Portable's exact words. His exact words were, "God bless you, Skepta. Money don't enter. Big thanks at Sony Music, signifying both his appreciation for the rapper's fair treatment and the timely arrival of his earnings." Yes, of his earnings. In another post, actually, in another post, Portable actually posted again in a different post where he said, "At Skepta, Tony Montana money don't enter. No ripping zone. Big smoke, big money.
Yes,
I
sir.
really appreciate."
Mhm.
Yes, that was another post Portable actually made of appreciation, gratitude to Skepta. Yes, gratitude to Skepta. Joy.
I love Portable, and Portable is someone that says his mind. He's not someone that is afraid to say what is on his mind. That is Portable for you. I just love the sense, and
Okay.
this shows that people can still be honest. Because Skepta is a British Nigerian rapper, and this collaboration between him and Portable, it's a good one for Portable. It's a very nice one for Portable. Who believed that Portable will be able to sing with this kind of person? Who believed that? But this is a great one
Okay.
for Portable. Portable is doing well, and dealing with all this controversy we'll be having in the music industry with Mark Angel and Dennis Inigwe. You remember the last time when we were talking about, lack of not being accountable and all the rest. So this shows that we still have people that are accountable in the industry. We still have people that are honest in the industry. So kudos to Skepta. We love what you're doing. Keep it up, okay? Keep it up. I love this. We always love to hear this kind of news. It's nice, seriously. It's nice.
Yes, personally, it's actually a very wonderful one, and I actually like to celebrate things like this because it's not every time we'll be hearing drama from the music industry. It's not every time we'll be hearing one problem or the other. It's not every time we'll be hearing bad news. Once in a while, it's actually good to hear that members of the music industry, both on the global stage and in Nigeria, can actually be held accountable. Now, I believe the post Portable made, that is the point where he was saying no raping zone. If you can remember earlier, much earlier, Portable actually accused Pokoli. Yes, Portable actually accused Pokoli of ripping him,
Yes,
of going away with
yes.
his money. So
Portable is
he's
someone
coming
that
out to
says what
say,
is on his mind.
Skepta no they rape them.
If you don't
Say,
treat Portable
Skepta
any way he doesn't like, he will tell you straight up. Portable says what is on his mind. You don't do what you're supposed to do. Even when he had an issue with Davido, he came out plain and talked about everything. So this one is a different level. It's on a different level, and I love the honesty from Skepta. I love it.
yes.
I love the honesty.
So with that, I would actually say big ups to Portable, and would actually want to see more from Portable. Yes, that is apart from being in the media for one dance boost or the other. On this particular program, FameIdols Hangout, I can actually remember when we were talking about Portable and he was in the news because of his ex-girlfriend, that is the former wife of the king. Yes, the former wife of the king, the one that she was saying he's
Yes.
into that saying they beat her. Let me put it that way. She was
Hmm.
saying Portable actually beats her and all manner of things. So seeing him in the media space once again for something good is actually recommended. And I'm speaking to Portable personally. Mind they calm down. Yes, news like this are what we want to be seeing this year. We want to be seeing him doing bigger things for his music career. Let him leave wahala small and focus on his music because now music now we can't take disappear. This will be say it can't be like say bass those can't plenty past things we hear from the music kingdom, from the music career. He get us CD. So big ups to Portable and big ups to Skepta for actually holding up his own end of the bag. Yes, big up to Skepta for actually holding on his own end of the bargain. And Joy, I do not know if you can actually say Skepta actually held his own end of the bargain because of the kind of person Portable is. He knows say Portable would drag him if he not hold on his own end.
Yeah,
So
apart
we
from
could say it
Skepta,
is
what
out of
about
now he
Davido?
make
What about Davido and the others that Portable has brought out? What about Davido and the rest of the artists? Some of them they also try to not pay Portable what is due him, which is wrong. So Skepta, I think Skepta is just an honest person. He's an honest person and he shows transparency. Who show that through their act, just the key. That's it.
it's actually a very good one. It's actually a very good one, and we'll be looking up to hear more beautiful things from Portable. We'll be looking up to hear more amazing things from Portable. Would actually it will not be bad to actually hear tunes songs from Portable this new year. It will actually be amazing to hear one or two things from Portable this new year.
Yeah.
And to the very next story.
So your star, Ayra Starr, emerges as the first female artist in 2024 list of top female artists. So let me tell you something. Ayra Starr, she's a 22-year-old lady, a Nigerian artist from our turntable chart, music chart publication. We have a turntable chart, chart publication that aggregates for all artists at the end of the year. She emerged the first female artist to top this chart with her hit song "The Year I Turned 21." Ayesta is doing great for herself, and we are really proud of her. We are proud of her. This is the third time in a row this is happening with Ayesta. In 2022, she was the first. 2023, she was the first. 2024, she is still the first, and she has secured a position across all platforms on TV, on radio, and all streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Play Store, and the rest of them. So this shows that Ayasta is on her way to becoming an international. So OC, what do you think about Ayasta? Do you think she's doing great for herself, or what do you think about her? Because this is a great one for her.
You know, I can remember I can remember Adetiba actually starting her career literally in 2021. Yes, with the song Rush. I can remember when she actually, I do not know if that was actually the start of her career, but that was actually the song that made me Osita to know who Adetiba is. And she became a global sensation from 2021. She has been doing amazing for herself. She has been, doing a lot. She has been doing a lot. Having over 700 million streams on Spotify is not small.
Yeah.
It's not small at all. I know a lot of this. I believe the first show, yes, the first program we actually did, FameIdols Hangout, actually, that we actually did this year, it was saying numerous lists that actually listed Anasta as number one. So this is not the first one, yes. It didn't actually come as a surprise to me because 2024 was actually very good for Anasta. And looking at the journey so far from 2021, when she started with Hush, couple of songs that she did at that particular year, till this very point when she's featuring the likes of Asake, featuring the likes of Sheyi Vibes in this song that is actually everywhere. Even international stars, featuring the likes of Coco Jones, featuring the likes of Anita. It's massive. Personally, it's massive. And Don Jazzy should actually take it
Yeah.
because he knows how to discover artists and he knows how to make the best use of their talent, bring out the best in them. So I would say this didn't come as a surprise for me. This didn't come as a surprise for me because I knew I have started actually doing well for her family members also. She's doing well for herself personally. That's personally what I feel.
Now, do you know why Ayra fans love her? I reached out to some of her fans, and from what I gathered, they love her because she has a unique sound. She's different from all others. And your Starr song is a mixture of Afrobeat, soul
Yes.
music, R&B, and a song addresses love, a song addresses self-discovery, heartbreak, and she has the ability to connect with her audience. So her being the number one female artist on this chart publication, this Nigerian chart publication, it's she got it, and her fans are proud of her. We love her. She's doing great for herself. Seriously, she's doing great for herself. Her song touches the heart. She's doing great for herself. We love her. Oh, see, that is nice.
Yes, of
Kudos
course.
to you,
And I
Ayra.
strongly believe this 2024 didn't end on one note for Starr, because I can remember the flight time event that happened in Lagos, where that's flight time fest, where she actually shared the stage with Tiwa Savage, which
Yeah,
can be said to be the queen of Afrobeat. So herself no small. That particular concert, she shared. I think she was officially introduced by Tiwa Savage. Yes, I think she was actually officially introduced by Tiwa Savage on that particular stage. She has been doing amazing for herself. She has been doing well. Let me put it that way. She has been doing well for herself, and that alone actually, see, that is solidify has stay on the global stage. That alone actually solidify her stay on the global stage, because it's one thing to be an Afrobeat artist. It's one thing to be doing well in Nigeria, and it's another thing to be doing well globally. Having features with a
let me tell you one thing.
say from all of us.
There's one thing about Aya Starr that made one of the things that also made her fans love her. She was invited for a show, and one of her fans came on stage to sing with her. The security drove that person off the stage. You know what she did? She came down from the stage and went to sing for that her fan. She came down from the stage and went to sing for him. So that humility alone, it makes people love her. It makes people love her. Coupled with the fact that she is unique, her sounds are unique. So we love her Starr. She's doing great. Seriously, she's doing great. Kudos to her. We love her. She's doing great. Kudos to her Starr. That is a nice one. Keep it up. So on the next news, so on the next news, we have Soundcity under fire for months of unpaid salary. Soundcity. We all know Soundcity. This is an entertainment industry. For 8 months, they have refused to pay their staff.
All right, welcome back to Fame Idols Hangout. Yes, welcome back to Fame Idols Hangout. I apologize for the break in transmission, but we're back like we never left. So, like I said before, big up to Ayra, and we're done with that particular story. Before I enter the very next story, which I'd like us to actually, discuss, this particular story, it touched me personally. Yes, the next story actually touched me personally. So, before I enter that particular story, I'd like to let you know, you that's watching this particular podcast right now, that you actually join us from any point in the conversation. If you know you have questions, you have statements, you have comments for this particular program, anything we say we don't talk, we actually want to talk about, then you could actually do that live as the program is going on. Drop your comments, like, share, and subscribe wherever you're watching from. That only will make us know that yes, you actually enjoy what we do. So you can drop your comments on any of the stories that we've actually done, or any of the stories that we would actually do. That alone would make us know that yes, you are watching, and you enjoy and appreciate our little efforts to make you entertained. So with that, I'm moving on to the very next story. And like I said, this particular story touched me personally because it's not something we should actually be saying in 2025. Dotu Kayode, popularly known as DO to the TUN. He is an OAP, an on-air personality, also a hype man, a celebrity hype man actually, and he works for Cool FM. But then he made a post that actually went viral just earlier this week. Yes, he made a post that actually went viral earlier this week, and I'm actually trying to look for his exact words for that particular post. I'm actually trying to look for his exact words for that particular post, because Dotu was actually talking directly to the management of Soundcity, which is a popular media establishment. Yes, Dotu was actually talking to the management of Soundcity, where he said they have not paid their staffs for the past 8 months. He said they've not actually paid their staffs for the past 8 months. According to Dotu, his post which he made on Twitter, that is now known as X, he tweeted, or should I say, he wrote, "My friends and colleagues at Soundcity, how do you guys go? No salary for 8 months." And that's crazy. That's exactly what he was. And in another tweet, in a very different tweet, he added that the actions of the media establishment is cruel and inhuman. He added, "It's not by force to open a radio station. Owing your staffs for 8 months is very cruel and inhuman." Yes, it's very cruel and inhuman. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you this. I was trying to read Dotu's exact words, and not just Dotu, because personally, I was actually following up this particular post, and on Instagram there is a blog on Instagram that is actually everything radio. I'm talking about Radio Guide. Radio Guide is actually a blog that is on Instagram that they actually post everything radios, and they also are involved in this particular, because they also made a post to media people in Group 8. Yes, media people in Group 8. Ask them in that particular post, how are you doing? Are you good? When last did you get paid? It's essential to have these conversations. Group 8, as we know, as we might not know, is the mother company of Soundcity, Urban 96, and other affiliated stations. Yes, other affiliated stations. And now they're coming to say that they have not paid salaries. They've not actually paid salaries. Before I actually progress, or before I actually proceed on this particular one, I'm seriously wondering how you as a CEO, how you as a boss is going to be comfortable, owing people salary. There is people working with their mind. I'm actually trying to wonder their state of mind, because most of these media people that you actually see, most of these radio personalities or TV personalities that you know, they work. It's a mental work. It's a mental work. So imagine not being paid and still have to go to work every single day for 8 months. For 8 months. And the funny thing, personally, I think what is even amazing me is the fact that there's actually been a bill that was passed by the lawmakers of this our country. Say if you are not paying salary, you are likely to go to jail for 3 to 6 months. For 3 to 6 months. And also, if the salary is delayed by a period of 60 days, there is another bill that was passed for things like this, to show that even our lawmakers actually frown at employees, working without being paid. To take it to the angle of religion, you would agree with me that it's said in the Bible that every laborer deserves his wages. So
Yes,
anyhow where you take look at again as it be. Boy, I
yes.
don't know if you can put yourself in the position of these people that are working for 8 months without getting paid.
This is wrong. It is cruel. It is inhuman. How can someone be working for 8 months without payment? These people, they have families to take care of. So how are they going to go about all this with the situation of things in the country? So it is wrong. I don't understand why this issue should go public before the organization, before they can do something about it. It is so wrong. And I think that there is need for open discussion on the welfare of media workers and the accountability of their employers, because it shows disregard for staff welfare. They don't care about their staff. That is what it shows. They're only there for 8 months. How would they survive? How would they survive? No one is answering that question. How would they survive? So it is wrong. I hope that with these legislative measures which has been passed, that this one of the one you mentioned about the House of Representatives passing some measures. This was passed in 2023. It was proposed the Employees Remuneration Protection Bill aimed at criminalizing the non-payment of salaries. This is in section 7 of the bills that says it's unlawful for any employer to refuse or neglect to pay their employees. So I hope that with these legislative measures, it will help to transform all this into tangible protection for the employees, and the organization will pay up. It's so wrong, it's so wrong. It's heartbreaking. How will they work? It's so wrong. The ones that have family, how
What
will they take care of their family? So it's cruel. It's cruel, seriously.
like what is actually heartbreaking to me is the fact that these conversations are not meant to be coming up in 2025, especially in 2025, because it is something that's been going on for quite a while. Yes, it's
Yeah,
something that has actually been going on for quite a while. But late payment is different. Now, I've worked in a radio space before. These people sometimes they actually work as early as 5:30 in the morning. You understand? Some
yeah,
of them actually work as early as 5:30 in the morning. Some of them actually work as late as midnight. I have
yeah,
colleagues and friends in the media that actually work up till 12 midnight, 1, 2 a.m. in the morning. They are still in the studio just trying to make sure that the listeners are entertained. Now,
yeah.
imagine somebody keeping late nights. Imagine somebody being awake by after 1 in the morning, after 1 a.m. and he's not yet paid. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, this particular person, if the person should fall sick, he's supposed to take medications, be okay for himself. He's paying, he has 1 or 2 bills to pay. He's probably paying house rent. All
Yes.
these things are things that he actually needs money for. And he's
Mhm.
going to be working every single day without getting paid. And the funny thing is, most times here, I'm not saying a corporate is actually guilty of this particular thing, but I was having a conversation with a friend. I was actually having a conversation with a friend, and he made it known to me that he has not been paid for the month of December. This thing I'm saying is this year,
Ha.
while other people celebrate their salary coming in middle of December, yeah, he said he has not been paid for the month of December, and he was seeing videos of his boss enjoying Christmas. He
Wow.
was seeing videos of his boss taking vacation.
Ah, ah.
So I'm wondering how you're going to be comfortable knowing that you are paying people as much as 8 months while you are enjoying yourself, you're going for vacations, you
Ah.
are living the life, you are eating fine. You
In
dey
fact,
chop, you know,
this,
say
this one, this
person
one is
fit
wickedness.
dey hungry now because say you never pay am money, because
Ah, ah.
this matter it
This one is
cannot be
wickedness.
overemphasized. It cannot be.
This one is wickedness. Wickedness. Seriously speaking, this one is wickedness. And they're not even concerned about how the family will be. The ones that have family that need to take care of the family. Okay, look at now. School has resumed. They have to pay children's school fees and all those stuff. How are they going to go about those things? So this is wickedness. Wickedness. Pure wickedness. How are they going to pay? So this is wrong. I don't know how someone will be comfortable with those kind of things.
Sincerely speaking, I believe the three people that were said
Yes. I don't know how they'll be comfortable. You don't pay
I
salary.
think I think the three people that were said by the lawmakers is not enough. It's barely enough. Like, make them suffer well. If you actually have the mind to pay somebody's salary, then 6 months in prison is not in jail is not enough. To me, my personal opinion, that 6 months in jail is not enough. And I'm calling on every employer out there. Yes, with my full chest, I'm calling on every employer out there. Please try to pay your staff their salary. If they could actually bring out their time and effort to work for you from the first of the month till the last day of the month, endeavor not to go past the last day of the month. I know for a fact that things are hard, but as it get hard for you, you suppose not say it also hard for that particular person that you are not paying. So it
Yes.
should not be a topic of discussion this year, 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Endeavor to pay people their money. Endeavor to pay people their money. Now, I'm speaking specifically for those people that might not be opportune to have the Tukul FM to actually speak for them. For those people that, based on logistics, there are people out there that they might not be in bigger platforms and they are suffering these same things. They are not being paid for a long time. And they are just keeping quiet. I discussed with somebody, Joy, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes. So I hope that
Because
they
I
do the
spoke
right
with
thing.
somebody and they said the reason for enduring more because there's no work outside.
Ha, that is wrong. That is wrong. That is why people are encouraged to learn some other things, have other skills apart from what they do. It's wrong. You cannot say because there's no work outside and then you own people. That's wrong. That's wrong. It's not right.
If, if you're even talking about other skills here, if you're talking about other skills now, I once worked in an environment where I'm supposed to work from 7 in the morning to 8 p.m. at night. And I'm working like, when am I supposed to have other? When am I supposed to learn something, a skill for myself? If I'm supposed to have a business, when am I even supposed to do that particular business? Because I was working for 6 days, instead with 7 days a week, before 6 days a week. So people are actually going through a lot. Personally, I would say people are actually going through a lot, and it is pure inhuman. It's pure inhuman for you to say you are owing your workers 8 months. And please, I personally, only that I do not want to speak for certain people sometimes. Personally, I do not support you working in an establishment where you are being owed up to 8 months. Nobody go people me 8 months. What's the gentleman? And they talk am any say and they get conversation with people. You cannot owe me up to 8 months. I don't even see myself being owed up to 2 months salary. I don't see myself. So with that, we are calling on Soundcity, we are calling on Group 8 as a whole to endeavor to try their best to actually pay up the workers that they are actually owing. Yes, and this year, this should be the last time we're actually hearing something like this, because it's inhuman. It is inhuman. So with that, we come to the particular story, and we'll be entering the very next
And that
story.
story is about our loving and handsome Nigeria star, is a Grammy nominee, Asake. Asake emerges as the first best-selling artist in 2024 in Nigeria. According to Turntable, I've mentioned Turntable before. Turntable is a music chart publication that aggregates streaming data for musicians and the rest of it. So, according to Turntable, Asake has emerged first in the year 2024 as the first commercial male artist. We are proud of Asake. I'm proud of what he's doing in all platforms: radio station, TV station. Asake has become the first person, and this is from his song Lungu Boy. That is his third album, Lungu Boy. Now let me tell you let me tell you some juicy gist about Asake. The first one is Asake is the first radio artist, one people radio artist, second time in a row. Number two, on Apple Music. Apple Music is a streaming platform. Asake emerges the first #1 artist 2024. On Audio Mac, Asake also emerges the first. This is great. This is great for Asake. This is great. This is great for Asake. And we are proud of Asake. Then also on YouTube, Asake also emerges the top artist on YouTube. So this turntable aggregate is the third time in a row Asake is winning this. Third time in a row. Asake won third time in a row Asake won this, and we are proud of him, we're proud of his music, we're proud of his song, we're proud of the blend of music Asake brings to the industry because he's unique, different from all the artists. So Osita, what do you think about Asake? Is he doing great? What do you think about Asake Osita? Is he doing great?
You know, I could actually say 214.4 million streams is a lot. Yes, 214.4 million streams is a lot. Like when we're talking about Ayra.
Do you know why Asake fans love Asake? Let me tell you why Asake fans love him. Asake has a loyal fan base, number one. And Asake fans, they love him because of his beats and his reading. You know, Ashake's beat is the kind of beat that there's a good chance that you always put that song on repeat. You always put it on repeat because it's unique. Someone who blends Yoruba traditional music and Fuji music with amapiano. Oh, please, what are we saying? What are we saying? What are we saying? So Asake commands a loyal fan base in Nigeria, and I think it's really going to have a great impact in the Nigerian music industry. Asake is going to have a great because it sounds are unique. It sounds are unique. It's different from all others. Asake is different from others. It's not like the rest. He's not like the rest. So Asake, we are proud of you. We're proud of what you're doing. Do you know how many? Do you know how many streams Asake used in surpassing all other artists? Do you know how many streams? Asake surpassed all the artists with 214.4 million streams. Ha! This is a wowing something. This is a wowing sum. 214.4 million streams. Wow. Which other artist has achieved this? Which other artist have achieved this? Which other? There is none. Which other artist has achieved this? 214.4 million. This is the wow. If you, what is good? This is a wowing something. That's what I call it. A wowing something. So I think he's doing great. And the way he tops, the way he blends different Afrobeat, Yoruba traditional music, with contemporary sounds. Why won't he have a loyal fan base? Why won't he have? So Asake, we are proud of you. We want you to keep doing what you're doing, okay? Osita, what do you think about Asake?
And personally, the way I'm actually looking at it here, the way I'm actually looking at it is the way Afrobeat artists are beginning to, make their mark, their indelible mark in the global space, in the global music industry. Because it's not just about Nigeria now. It's not just about being an Afrobeat artist. It's not just about doing things in Nigeria. But we've gotten to that point where the artists actually find a way to export Afrobeat. Now, Afrobeat is becoming a global sensation. It's becoming something that not just Nigerians enjoy. I've watched a couple of should I say, foreign movies. I've watched a couple of foreign movies that they find a way to put Nigerian music as the underlining tracks of that particular. So it shows that global.
Yes, that's true. That's true. You're right. That's true. You're right. We love what Asake is doing.
All right, welcome back to FameIdols Hangout, your number one stop shop for everything entertainment, celebrity gist. Your number one hangout spot where we keep you updated on everything celebrity lifestyle. Yes, of course, I remain Osita, rugged a gentleman, your host of the month, and together with the ever amazing, ever beautiful Joy. That particular Joy that is coming, the song that is trending everywhere, Joy is coming. That Joy that is
Yes,
coming
so
is actually one together with
yes,
me.
so joy is coming, joy is coming, joy is coming, joy is
So
coming.
it's just
I've gone to tell my pastor that this year is my year. So joy must come, whether you like it or not. I'm just telling you, OC, whether you like it or not, joy must come. I've told my pastor, so joy must come.
all right, Joy is saying Joy is coming. That is confusing, but that's fine. That is okay. And
Yes,
I
this
was
is my year.
taking the last story. Yes, I was about taking the last story before we call it a night. I was about taking the last story before we call it a night. And then this particular one is talking directly to the KO Boys Army, the KOB Army. Finally, our general, Kemi yes, Kemi. Let me just stop at the name Kemi. Kemi actually came outside to say finally we should be expecting a continuation of the movie King of Boys. That particular movie, that particular franchise that are about Eniola Salami, the businesswoman that is actually looking for her feet and also stamping her feet in the political and criminal industry. Let me put it like that. So
Yes,
she's actually
that's
a
right.
lot political. Boy, did you see King of Boys?
I love Kemi Adetiba. She's a Nigerian director and she's doing well for herself. She started years ago as a radio presenter. She said years ago, you won't believe that before she went to New York Film Academy. So she's doing from the movies she produced, you know that she's doing great for herself. This King of Boys, the first one was released in 2018, and it was an instant success. Second one, The Return of the King. Can you believe that movie was premiered on Netflix in 2021? And now she's talking about this King of Boys 3, which will be released by end of 2025, December. So Kemi is doing great for herself. We love Kemi. We did not believe that she would go to this extent, but at the rate she's moving, she's going to be an international figure to be reckoned with.
Funny enough, Kemi Adetiba is already a force to be reckoned with in the Nollywood industry. Kemi is actually doing amazing for herself as a filmmaker. She knows how to set the standard when it comes to movie production. She is not always there. She's not always doing one or two things, in the Nollywood space. But anytime she drops something, we actually know that it is going to be a bang. We actually know it is going to be loud. And in as much as
Yes.
we have this saying where I'm from, part two no dey always sweet. Like any Nigerian film wey get part two no dey always sweet. That is a personal saying I and my guys actually come up with. But then King of Boys 1 2018 was a major success. It actually brought rise to a lot of new faces in the industry. Yes, it actually brought light to a lot of actors. It actually brought a lot of actors to the limelight. Now, the part two that actually came in form of a seasonal movie is also a hit. Long overdue. It was actually anticipated for a very long time, 2018 till 2021. If I'm not mistaken, 2021, I've been waiting for a
Yes,
movie
you're
for
correct.
20, and when
Yes,
it
you're
came
right.
out, it was still a hit. Now they are making us wait 22, 23, 24. Another 3 years. So every 3 years, this woman wants to be releasing movie for us. But that's fine. We are still going to be waiting, and we know she's going to deliver amazingly. The very first time I heard about
Yes,
Kemi Adetiba
yeah,
was
yeah, it shows that she has passion for her work. She doesn't just want to do anything, just produce anyhow thing and bring it out there. She takes her time to ensure that the movie is the bang. And from the first King of Boys, the first King of Boys was an instant success. There was
yes.
nothing with it. It was an instant success. And the second one was premiered on Netflix straight up. Please, this woman knows what she's doing. She doesn't want
And
to just bring out anything, just produce anything, and then we just watching. She wants to make sure that her fans are entertained, and she continues to be at the top. She's doing great for herself. We love
the
her.
fact that the fact that she actually takes time to actually cast her movie. I can remember King of Boys, the character Adetiba. I've not actually seen that face anywhere. King of Boys is the first place I'm actually seeing Adetiba perform, and he did excellently. He interpreted his role very, very well. He delivered, and a couple of others actually came out from that particular platform. The first time I heard of Kemi was in Wedding Party. She also brought Wedding Party to us, and we know Wedding Party was a success. Wedding Party
Yes,
was a success. So please, please,
that's
and
true.
please, I think with this, we can actually say Kemi should take her flowers. She has been doing well, she has been doing amazing, and she deserves all the accolades she can get. She deserves all the accolades she can get. Now, I don't know. I want to do this. I want to do this actually. Joy,
Okay.
this is Kemi. This is Kemi. This is Funke Akindele. Who are we rating above at the other when it comes to movie making?
I think I will go for Kemi Adetiba. Yes, I will go for Kemi. Kemi is a director. She knows how to source for the right talent to give her what she wants. She is a director that has gone through she has gone through those stages. She was school, she learned it. She's not someone who just decided one day to become a director. So I will go for Kemi Adetiba. I'll go for her. Yes, she
Are you saying Funke Akindele was not schooled, she didn't learn? Are you saying she just came out
Funke
of
Akindele
nowhere?
Funke Akindele is a great actress. She is a great Nigerian actress. We love her. When it comes to acting, oh, forget it. She will give you the best. When it comes to acting, Funke Akindele, oftentimes she interprets roles you don't even expect her to be able to interpret. So this is something I will give Funke Akindele as a great actress. But you see, Kemi, when it comes to directing, no. When it comes to directing, forget it. When it comes to sourcing for talent,
Funke
also.
Akindele is also a director. Funny enough, Funke Akindele is also a director. She
Funke
directs
Akindele is
her
also
series, Jennifer's Diaries, with a couple of other work. It's her work. She directs her movies.
yes, she does that. But Funke Akindele, when it comes to acting and directing, I'll give it to her on acting. For me, I'll give it to her on acting. But when it comes to directing, please forget about it. Kemi is the best. When it comes to direct, it's not easy to direct artists to give you what you want. It's not easy to put your artist in the mood. Okay, look at the first time you were seeing that artist in a movie, King of Boys, it delivered immediately. So what do you expect? I think Kemi is the best. For me, she is the best.
All right, for Joy
Maybe you love Funke
Kelly, I
Akindele. I think you are rooting for Funke. I think you are rooting for Funke. So I think you're going for Funke. You just you're going for Funke, talking about Funke and the rest of them. For me, it is Kemi. So you can choose who you want to choose. No problem. It's fine. For me, it's Kemi.
all right,
Director.
with that, we once again give Kemi all the accolades she can get. From all of us at FameIdols Hangout, we say major shout out to you. You are doing amazing. You are doing well. But please, we are tired of waiting 3 years for the movie. It's too long. It's too. When you release the movie now, I have to go and start from season 2 again. Let me remember everything that happened in the film before I catch up to the new one. Please, please, please. 3 years is long. I know you're making a masterpiece, but you should be fast. We are in a hurry. We are in a hurry. There's
You
not
won't be in
between
a
love
hurry.
but
Where are you rushing to? Where are you
you know
rushing to? Only you dey rush, 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 rush. Where you dey rush go? Abeg, Kemi, please take your time and give us the best. We want you to be a international figure. Wait sef. Make she rush go bring out anything now. Go expose. Just drop am for us for there. Na you go still complain first oo, say she no do am well.
with that, we talk to every filmmaker out there. If you have to take your time, take your time. Just endeavor to actually give us the best of the best every single time. You do not have to, do substandard things because you're trying to save time or save money or whatsoever. Come out and create the standard or follow the standard that has already been created. Kemi, you're doing amazing, and big ups to you. We're actually looking for more things from you, not just the King of Boys. I believe she actually posted a couple of movies that we should actually expect from her. Yes, I believe she actually posted a couple of movies to actually expect from her. So big up to Kenny, and we say we love you and we're looking up to more things from you. With that, I call you to wrap on the second segment of the program at FameIdols Hangout. And that leads us to the last and final segment, which is the pop quiz segment, which is the pop quiz segment. And
Yes, that's our fine.
emoji, are you there? Emoji, can you hear me?
Emoji, if you don't want this money,
I'm
just
here.
tell me you want me to take it. I thought you don't want the money. I can still take it if you don't want it. Mm-hmm.
All right, emoji
I want the
has been
money.
removed the
Oh.
rules for
Who
you,
does
so
not want?
it's fine. Are you
Okay.
there?
I'm here.
Emoji, can you hear me clearly?
I'm hearing you, sir.
Okay, so this particular pop quiz segment is divided into 5 stages. It's divided into 5 stages, and the 5 stages have 3 questions in it. Starting with 5,000 naira, and you're ending with 100,000 naira. That is after the stage one. If you answer the 3 questions correctly, you have 5,000 naira, and then after the stage five, if you answer the 3 correct questions, you have 100,000 naira. Stage one gives you 5,000, stage two gives you 10,000, stage three gives you 20,000, stage four 40, and stage five 100,000 naira. You have to answer the 3 questions correctly to claim your money for that particular stage. And you have 50 seconds to answer questions. Is that clear? Emoji, are you there?
Okay. To answer the questions, right?
Emoji, are you there? Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes, of course. I think the network is not so amazing right now. I think the network is not so amazing right now. This is the pop quiz segment of the Fame Idols Hangout. This is the pop quiz segment of the Fame Idols Hangout. And we have MO. He has been interviewing exclusively commenting on this particular program. And he wants the opportunity to win 100,000 dollars himself. Also, if you are watching, and you'd like to be a guest on this particular program, you'd like to stand a chance to win 100,000 naira, then you can just participate. You can just participate by logging onto our website, signing up www.fameidols.com, www.fameidols.com. The moment you do that, you have the opportunity to be a guest on this program and to pay for 100,000 naira and to pay for 100,000 naira. No other platform actually does it better. No other platform actually does it better. Emoji, are you good now? Emoji, are you good? Right. I think the network is not so amazing. I think the network is not so amazing. And the only problem is where and this is the point where I'm actually looking for. This is actually the, should I say, most interesting part. This is actually the most interesting part because you have the opportunity to win yourself some cool card. You know, participating in our pop quiz, you have the opportunity to test your general knowledge skills. No, I think like it like that. That's the ability to test your general knowledge of skills. A lot of people have actually, left school or left anything learning for a very long time. This is the opportunity for you to know how well you are actually. So MOG, are you good now? MOG, can you hear me? Can you hear me, MOG? All right, Joy, are you there? we're having a bit of a glitch on the network issues right now. We're having a bit of a glitch on the network issues right now. I think emoji is not hearing me clearly. Emoji is not hearing me clearly at this particular moment. So as I was saying earlier, I feel everybody watching this particular podcast, everybody watching me right now, should endeavor to follow us on all our social media platforms. Everybody watching us should follow us to follow us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook, we are Fame Idols Online. On Instagram, on Twitter, that is X, on TikTok, and on YouTube, we are Fame Idols. We are Fame Idols. Follow us on all the social media platforms. Follow us on all the social media platforms. And with that, we'll be calling it the wrap. With that, we'll be calling it the wrap on this particular segment of Fame Idols Hangout. And yes, do not forget this particular program comes your way every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from the hours of 8. Posita Gentleman is going to be here. Joy is also going to be here. Joy, are you there? Joy, any Joy, your all right. I think Joy is actually having a bit of glitch also in her from her end. I think Joy is actually having a glitch also from her end. So from all of us at Fame Idols Online, from all of us at Fame Idols Hangout, you see, remain the amazing person that you are. Try your best to stay away from trouble. I remain Osita, the rugged gentleman, together with the amazing Joy. Yes, together with the amazing Joy. We see you on Monday. Have a wonderful, amazing weekend ahead. Have a wonderful, amazing weekend ahead. And take back care of yourself. From all of us, we say good night and enjoy the best of your weekend. Thank God it's Friday. I think